I am here as the chair of the Nova Scotia Action Coalition for Community Wellbeing. Our organization unites individuals and groups who share a vision of a Nova Scotia free from poverty, and a province where everyone can thrive. I'm here today to address Clause 1 of the Financial Measures Act currently before us. Financial measures are designed to authorize government spending, generate revenue, and promote economic stability. However, the Act in front of us falls short of these critical benchmarks. It neither provides adequate mechanisms for economic stability nor ensures equitable distribution of resources. Further, it lacks transparency and accountability necessary to maintain public trust in the management of public finances. What it does represent is a missed opportunity to address the existential threat of growing inequality which sustains poverty. And poverty devastates the quality of life. It impacts our overall health, our well-being, and of course, our economy. And let's be clear, poverty is a political choice. For decades, successive governments have allowed poverty to persist for the purpose of creating a system where cheap labor fuels profits for a select few. Poverty isn't accidental. It's by design. It's designed to be a harsh motivator, forcing people to accept low-wage, precarious jobs and little to no benefits, all while living crisis to crisis below the poverty line. But it doesn't have to be this way, and it shouldn't be this way. The systems benefit only a few, and the majority struggle just to get by. The budget's framing of our economy and the role of government intervention misses the mark at this critical moment. We are facing rising inequality, a looming climate crisis, and global instability. Yet instead of bold action, we see policies that deepen the divide. Untendered spending on privatized healthcare, tax cuts for the wealthy, and subsidies for landlords and developers. These measures transfer wealth from the workers of this province to the bank accounts of a privileged few with little in return. We can look at health spending as an example. Spending more doesn't automatically mean better outcomes. If it did, the United States, which is ranked 33rd globally in health outcomes, would lead the world. Real health improvements come from addressing the social determinants of health: housing, food security, education, and childcare. To that end, this budget proposes adding maybe around 1,000 more affordable units, and the definition of affordable remains unclear. What Nova Scotia truly needs in this moment is 3,900 units per year for the next decade of housing that is deeply affordable, publicly funded, nonprofit and co-op based, ensuring residents spend no more than 30% of their income on housing. Food insecurity is another glaring issue. Nova Scotians pay some of the highest grocery prices in the country, yet we live in an agriculturally rich province. This is a failure of governance. With the right policies, investments, and strategies, we could support our agricultural sector while ensuring access to quality, affordable food. Let's not forget childcare. A staggering 33% of Nova Scotians live in a childcare desert. There's no clear plan in this budget to achieve $10 a day childcare or to address this crisis. This failure keeps people, especially women, out of the workforce, contributing to Nova Scotia's low labour force participation rates. Post-secondary education is another area of neglect. Costs are skyrocketing, quality is eroding, and government overreach is stifling progress. Without a highly educated population, there's no path to economic growth. This is because an advanced economy doesn't rip resources out of the ground and export them. Instead, an advanced economy imports and utilizes resources strategically to add value, creating jobs, fostering innovation, and improving quality of life. An economy isn't built on what's buried in the ground. You can extract all the resources you want, but the profits will line the pockets of oligarchs, leaving nothing for our communities. An economy is built on people. When people have disposable income, they spend it locally, creating demand. Demand drives growth. The Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives reports that Nova Scotia spends half the national average on social protections. Half. There's no scenario where health outcomes improve, the economy grows, or people reach their potential when we invest so little in our citizens. Imagine what could happen if we spent properly. Investing in people through housing, education, childcare, the social safety net wouldn't just improve health outcomes, it would transform our economy. In fact, if Nova Scotia's workforce participation reached the national average, we'd see 40,000 new jobs and a $2.4 billion boost in GDP. That's far more impactful than any other resource project, and it can happen now, not decades from now. So I know the budget has already passed, but we do implore everyone in this room to look at the Nova Scotia alternative budget created by groups like ours and the CCPA, which provides a clear alternative to investing in people, which is what we need now to get our economy moving.
Thank you very much.